MoneyWealth AI, finally understand your money. So basically, MoneyWealth AI turns your real account into clear, grounded guidance and advice AI that shows its work and never invents the numbers. And we're going to look at the application itself. So we're going to go to login and we have the dashboard. We can talk to the advice AI and basically how am I doing on my budgets this month? And it's going to give us the answer. We can go through all of the different dashboards real quick at a bank.
So for this part, we connected with Plaid, where you can add different banks, and you might have to link. You might have to do an initial setup. In the account section, we can get all of our finances from different credit cards, Chase, Wells Fargo, everything that's offered through Plaid. So you can add all of your accounts, whichever ones you want, from credit card, any certain amount of cards, banks.
And success. Um, so basically, it just adds your account information to the dashboard. And based on that information, the AI will be answering everything. You can also set the budgets for
So
anything that you want. So you can say new budget, for example, for taxes that you need to do. And let's say that is $1,000. And you can create a budget or something, um, some other category that is necessary for you. Maybe, you have to go traveling. So that's good. And then you can also have goals. So in this situation, it was an emergency fund, and we said 5,000, and the target date is that. So it's going to tell us monthly how much we have to save, and we can say saved so far, for example, $500, and save changes. And basically, it's going to tell us how much our monthly target is in order to go towards that goal. And there is a tracker of how close we are to our goal. And based on our accounts, it tells us what the total debt is and debt to income ratio and the minimums for the payments as well. We can see the portfolio and it breaks it down as well. We already spoke about advice AI and about alerts and notifications and the settings that you can get the text message notifications as well if you want to turn on the SMS. So, Darshith, is there anything else that I should mention from the dashboard?
we also use to build this whole dashboard, we use Python and FastAPI for the backend, and then we use Next.js, and we use React for the front end. So with our user flow, we set up we set it up through the use of Plaid, and we synced it with AWS Aurora Postgre PostgreSQL. From there, we get users can get their budgets with spend velocity, saving goals, and milestone tracking.
Hmm.
Was reiterated in our demo, as well as our front end architecture uses Vercel, and our Next.js it handles as a BFF along with the proxy to the API server side, which takes into account the memory and etc. We also use AWS with this whole MoneyWealth AI, where we use Terraform, VPC, ECS, Fargate, and other AWS technologies. We also implemented Upstash Redis to handle rate limits and AI token budgets. And that's pretty much it with the technical side of MoneyWealth AI. We also do not, we plan on implementing this into Zen AI and bring this to mobile and through iOS and Android. Uh, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
It just allows you to connect your bank accounts and get clear, grounded guidance one more time in terms of budgets, goals, debt payoff, and portfolio health. And Advice AI shows its work and never invents the numbers because it's based on what you have. And It's encrypted, AES-256 GCM encryption at rest. And basically, you see what we implemented. We're also going to be basically integrating it together with politic.us, which is a separate project that was done about insider trading by politicians. And it's going to give investment advice based on that. So that features roadmap in terms of how it's going to help give advice about possible investments so that you could follow Nancy Pelosi or Bill Burr or Ron Wyden or any politician that you are familiar with, for example. And one more thing I think that's worth mentioning is basically that our goal was to democratize wealth management by providing highly personalized, context-aware AI financial advice by leveraging the Model Context Protocol and Plaid. The platform securely ingests real-time banking data to deliver actionable dynamic advice on budgeting, investing, and general financial health.